my makeup because it makes everything just feel a lot less heavy, and it just smooths out your skin, and it's a great base to start out with when you're going to apply your foundation. I'm just going to rub it all the way in and just make sure everything is smoothed out so then you can start with your foundation. So after I apply my moisturizer, I'm going to use a BB cream that I have from Maybelline. I love using this BB cream just because it feels just so much lighter on your face, and I feel that it's the best thing for when you're going back to school or even just ending your summer, because you want to feel like there's a lot less on your face, especially after you apply everything else like your bronzer, your blush, and your highlighter, and all that other makeup. And so I feel like this is a great foundation because foundation does mean you're going to build on top of it, and so I love this for that purpose. To add some color to my face, I'm going to use my TooFaced Chocolate Solute bronzer. It is honestly the best color to use right after the summer to just add that perfect amount of color that you need all around your face, and does give a good contour even though it is not a contour palette. So basically I just add it to the cheekbones of my face and right on the sides of my nose, and then I bring any extras that I have up to the top of my forehead just to make sure that I have the color all blended all around my face. I never have liked having harsh lines when it comes to bronzer because it's supposed to look very natural and very even. So I'm using my Sonia Kashuk brush just to blend out everything so that it looks very even. Then I'm going to take my highlighter and just apply that to right on the temples of my cheeks and to the tip of my nose and right on my cupid's bow. And to have a very still natural look but add some definition to my eye, I'm going to use the same bronzer that I used before and add that to the crease of my eyelid. And I'm going to use a blending brush to blend it all out, and then I'm going to make sure to do that to the exact same eyelid too. And that's about it that I'm going to do for the eyeshadow, just so it stays very natural and very simple so that your routine stays very easy and short. I'm going to then curl my eyelashes because mine especially like to stick straight out. And after that, I'm going to apply my Great Lash Mascara from Maybelline and apply that to both my top and bottom lashes and make sure it stands out in front of the very light makeup that I applied before. Stranger to me, my head in the sky, and I finish off the makeup. I'm going to add a Revlon lipstick, and that will be it for this makeup look. For this simple and very easy hairstyle, I wanted to do something very simple but still looks very pulled together. So I started out by brushing my hair all the way back and making sure it is all pulled back so it's easy to braid and get to. Then I'm going to take 3 sections and I'm going to start Dutch braiding it. If you do not know what Dutch braiding is, it is when you take your hair and you basically French braid, but instead of French braiding and going over, you're going to go under. And then you're going to continue by adding pieces of hair so that you can get that very 3D effect, and it goes all the way down for when you attach it into a bun. As you get farther down into the braid, you might want to start adjusting your hands just so you get your hands in a much more comfortable position so you can finish the Dutch braid and collect all the rest of the hair so you get that full 3D look. Once you collect all the hair, you want to pull it into a ponytail so then you can start putting it into the bun. When I get mine into a ponytail, I like to start twisting mine so then I can achieve a very nice bun that will stay in place. So I take that twisted piece of hair and I start wrapping it around, and I take my elastic that you can see on my wrist and wrap it around the entire bun. As you can see, this is now a very formal look that you can achieve. And yes, you can keep it like this, but personally, I like to add a little bit more volume and add a little bit more bohemian look to this style. So I start pulling on the hair and on the bun, and it's okay if you get those pieces falling out because you can just always pin them. And to continue this look up into the rest of the look, I'm going to start pulling on the braid and on the sides of my head so you can continue the very messy look and it still looks very even and continuous. Then you're going to want to start pinning the bun and any loose pieces that might make it so it falls out later in the day. As I continue to pin, I still continue to pull on my bun just to make sure that it's still very loose and very voluminous. You can even take some pieces and you can twist it around and pull it over to the other side of the bun just so it stays very secure. There are many ways to do this, but this is just one of the ways that I prefer to do it so that I get the look that I want to achieve. After you get how you want the back to look, I then take the pieces from the front of my head and pull it out so I can achieve that very bohemian messy look I was talking about earlier. Then I'll pull the sides of my head and continue to make it very voluminous and very messy. So after you've gotten the look that you wanted to achieve, this is the finished look that I got, and I really like it, and I can't wait to continue to wear it for back to school and any days that I need a fast and quick and easy hairstyle that is a go-to. Finish off the look, I have to show you my outfit, and I just took a very simple dress from Urban Outfitters and paired it with a nice pair of sneakers to make it very casual. For school, you really gotta have that go-to outfit, and I really feel like this is the one for me. Well, that is it for this video, and if you liked it, then give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more content like this and get notified whenever I post. Also, in the meantime, go check out my blog, which will be in the link down below, as well with all my social media. And I hope you all are having a great day so far, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!